Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, we've acquired this MX-5 RF. This is a 2-litre Sport Nav Automatic. So the automatic ones are very, very rare. And we try to buy as many as we can. Now, this particular car we've bought from outside our database. 70% of our used car stock comes from part exchange or from old customers who just, the car surplus to requirement, etc. But this one we've bought from outside the company. I'm delighted with it. It's presented in machine grey. You've got the black leather interior. And it's in very nice condition indeed. There's a few little cosmetic things that are required. But that goes with all used cars, but nothing too drastic. A few little marks that need polishing, and there's a few little grazes on the alloy wheels. Now the car's been mechanically prepped, so it's ready to go, and the cosmetics will be done in the next couple of days. Now I'm showing you this car in the hood down position. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now, if you don't know these MX-5s, you might think with the hood down, does it interfere with the boot space? Just to show you, it doesn't. The boot space is not affected whether the roof is up or down. And on a lot of the, the hard folding roofs, when they're folded down in a lot of cars, it impedes on the boot space. So it's not affected at all. So there's your boot in there, so massive. But, I could live with this boot. It would do my weekly shop, go away, 2 big soft bags, weekend bags, etc. You've got parking sensors on the car. Now, this particular one, if I'm not wrong, you've got the bumper, sort of piano black bumper trim at the back there, the side skirts, and the front spoilers. They're Mazda accessories, very tasteful. I'm not really one for non-Mazda accessories. I think they look excellent, and if I didn't know, I probably wouldn't notice. I think it actually came with the car. So yeah, very nice indeed. You've got these very small but extremely effective headlights, which are LED, absolutely amazing. Being the Sport, you've also got keyless entry, so no need to take the key fob out to unlock and lock. When it's on your person, you press that button there, the car knows you've got the key, and it will unlock the doors. Now, when this car's been prepped, just thought I'd point this out, this has had new rear discs and pads, okay? So betterment value there. So what I want to do, because it's going to rain here, if you look at the clouds, excuse me, I'm going to put the hood up and show you what that looks like. So, I'm just going to get in the car. So you put your foot on the brake. Now this car will come with 2 keys. Foot on the brake, this lights up, and she fires into life. In fact, I want to show you that again. Listen to the exhaust note when you start this car up. I mean, it's really lovely. I think with the Mark IIIs, it lost its way a little bit. Excellent cars, but it didn't have that sort of throaty, purist feel. Let me just turn that down. So, just to confuse people like myself, down is up and up is down. So, down, and it's, hopefully you can see this. There we go. I think it takes 11 seconds. Got to wait for the bleep. Okay, that's done. Now, so you don't hurt your neck turning around watching this process. Look at the left binnacle there. It will give you an update on the pros. Oh, hang on, I think I've got the door open. There you go, look, it gives you progress there. You see that? Operation complete, which I think is excellent. Let's do that again. I need to get it back up. It's starting to spit. Look at that. I think that's superb. Okay, so there's no manual function there at all. On the earlier Mark III cars, you had to do a latch there manually. So nothing at all. And before you ask, yes, these roofs are reliable. I don't think we've had one go wrong. The only time I've ever known one of our roofs, and I'm talking for the previous model as well, is if somebody's perhaps left something on the back here. So when the hood goes down, it gets stuck and it can sort of put things out of syncer. Okay, now let me show you a few details. So the car's done 37,300, so it'll be 37,301 by the time I get back to the site. It's got a really good service history. In fact, on this seat should have lay the digital service record, which I printed out but forgot to bring with me. But the car was supplied by Norton Way Mazda, and it was serviced by Norton Way Mazda every year. And it was last service was, I think, August last year, and we've just serviced it now. So it's got a full and complete Mazda service history, which is excellent. The car has automatic light wipers. Excuse me. Automatic lights here. I say they are LED. They are excellent, especially if, you know, if you're driving down country lanes, etc. You've got up and down on the steering column. You've got volume controls here. You've got trip computer here. Look at that. This car, over a period of 717.5, mustn't forget that, miles. This car has averaged 41.5 mpg. This is a two-seater sports car with automatic transmission, and that's your mpg, which is superb. Because look at petrol prices now, so it's always good to have, you know, an economical car. You've got these paddles here that you can change gears. You've got cruise control for those long journeys. Okay, you can knock it over and drive it like so, or just in the normal automatic format, and you can put sport mode on, which will give it more an aggressive gear change. For comfort, you've got 3-stage heated seats. These cars are really lovely to drive on a cold morning. You know, let's say a cold Sunday morning, you've got the heater on, heated seats on, hood down. I mean, I really enjoy these more in that sort of weather than I do in the sunshine, to be honest. And it sometimes gets a little bit too hot in the sun, and you've got your air conditioning, okay, which is extremely effective and blows very cold. Yep, that's it. Very cold indeed. Rear heated rear view mirror. And this has got a climate control auto function. Okay, so yeah, all the creature comforts you'd want on a car like this, really. You've got connectivity. Now, one of the most important features, what people look for, certainly I do, on a car, you can connect any device for USB for charging or for powering here. You've got two here. These also read data, and therefore when you're on your radio, you can select the USBs and read music off there. Okay, once the phone's paired up via the Bluetooth, you can also stream everything through there. All right, and you've also got DAB radio, and if you're not familiar with the DAB, you get so many more channels. For example, absolute 80s, absolute 90s. You'll get mellow magic, mellow this, mellow that. So a lot more derivatives off the main stations that you have on the FM channel. Something for everyone from every part of the world, I think you'd find on here. So yeah, excellent. You've got a fabulous sat nav, which put the postcode in. So look, you go to town, put the postcode in, just to confuse you, of course, and off you go. You always have to put a space though in the postcode. That always catches people out, and off you go. Now you can find some places. I always find this useful. Normally when I go and collect cars, and often do collect cars, I always pick cars up and they've got no fuel in them. So the first thing, I need to find fuel stations. Look, it'll give me the direction and the distance and the brand or company, BP, etc., which is particularly useful, especially if you have a card that only works at BP, etc. Now you can, I was talking about connectivity. You can connect your car to the internet via your phone. It uses a minuscule amount of data by setting up a Wi-Fi hotspot. And when you bring this up, it'll also have the fuel prices, which is really, really useful. When you have set the phone up via the internet, you can also get live traffic updates, etc. on the sat nav. So yeah, no, it's connectivity is excellent. Something that's very important for me. I know not for everyone, but for a lot of people these days. Display settings, so you know you can play around with these. Safety, so you've got lane departure warning. Now you can turn it on and off there, but you've also got a quick key here to turn it off. That there is your tyre pressure monitoring system, by the way, and that's your traction control. Now, tyre pressure monitoring, I'll come back to lane departure in a minute, is extremely important because it will flag up if your tyre pressures or pressure falls 4 psi or more. Now 4 psi may not look flat, feel flat, but it will affect your fuel consumption and, more importantly, the safety of the vehicle, i.e. braking, cornering. So it will come up just to warn you that you know your tyre pressures have fallen. So I reckon that's superb. Okay, so that's that there. Now back to lane departure warning. What it will do, if you veer out of a lane and the car doesn't believe you intentionally meant to do that, so you didn't indicate, because it will follow the lines in the road, it will warn you. Now let me have a look. It will warn you. You got adaptive timing warning. You can have off to medium rare. Sound, you can have a rumble volume, high, medium, low. Yeah, so excellent safety feature, and I'll tell you why. Because you have like the visibility with anything that looks amazing. Your visibility is restricted, so it's always good to have that safety feature, as well as the traction control, which will keep you on the road and help you when braking heavily or going around corners and roundabouts, etc. Sound system. This car has a BOSE sound system, and it has speakers in the headrest, which are fantastic because when you're driving along, you don't have to have the stereo cranked right up with the hood down, and you can make a call or receive a call and the whole world won't hear it. Okay, and you've got your bass, treble, etc. And it is really, really excellent. Clock, GPS sync, so you never have to relearn how to set the clock. I remember I had a customer, Ed Stewpot from Crackerjack. I used to see him twice a year because he could never set his clock on his car. You got lighting settings. You can have like coming home lights, leaving home lights, so the lights will stay on when you open the car, when you're leaving home, see you to the car, or when you lock the car at night to see you to your front door. Auto headlights, which I've mentioned earlier. So there's loads and loads of bits and pieces, but we'll be here all day to go through them all. Devices, Bluetooth network management system. You can change the language, temperatures, etc. Okay, so really well spec car. Now there will be purists out there that will say, why do you need these things? But there are you know, ever increasing safety regulations that require cars to have, you know, traction control, to have, you know, lane departure warning and bits and pieces. So I can't really argue with that. And then there'll be people that will say, oh, why do you want an automatic on a car like this? Well, I prefer an auto, and the autos on the old MX5s were slow. They zapped all the power. I think they were 3-speed. These are 6-speed, so they change really quick. They've got short ratios. I couldn't change as quickly. I don't think it zaps performance. I mean, it probably does on paper, but they feel just as exciting to me. And you can always use the paddle shifts, but it means it's more an everyday car. So I've got no objection to the autos, but each to their own, of course. If there's any more specific photos or videos you'd like us to send you, please don't hesitate to ask. The car will come with a 12-month Mazda extended warranty, which also includes 12 months roadside assistance. The car will be valeted. All the little cosmetic bits and pieces, jobs will be done, which I shall do in the next couple of days. Not me personally, but I'll arrange to have done. And we take anything in part exchange. If you have a look on our website, you'll see that we don't just sell Mazdas and Suzukis. We cherry pick the good part exchanges. So we'll take anything in part exchange, and you'll be surprised. We can offer very strong money. Do your homework, but hopefully you'll be pleasantly surprised. And we have finance facilities to suit all. We also offer delivery service, okay, and, you know, online consultation, etc, etc. You can extend the car's warranty for up to 3 years. So thank you for watching the video. Do inquire any time of day. You'll be surprised. We'll probably come back to you, you know, when you least expect it. You know, out of normal business hours, just leave us a message or drop us an email. So thanks again for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye-bye.